shutting the whole block down. Here comes trouble, homie. I'ma tell you how the king like to ride, homeboy. I like my people in my top. You see me ride 24. Hey, holla at me like you're getting wood. And you're talking that back. If you're real sick, hey, yo, when the bitch.
Hey, yeah, we back. I'm gonna let y'all know something before we start. We only 3 minutes late, so I'm gonna consider that being on time. I'm really happy with this start time because you all know how we get down. It's normally like 10 minutes late. 5 minutes late is to me is being on time on this podcast. But we got a jam-packed show today. Like I almost wanted to suit up, but I didn't. We got a jam-packed show today. We got my boy, of course, Cirque Money. Let me bring him to the stage right now. You know I gotta bring just Cirque Money back.
Yes.
What's up, my boy? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. You know, they tried to take your boy out, man. You know, they're trying to turn me into the $6 million man. You know, the bionic man, but I'm still here, baby. I'm still ready.
I heard, man. I'm glad I'm glad you're doing good, man. You know, if not, you know, I would have told your story, but let's not go there. But I would have told your story, man. Like I had to tell you a story. Hey, we got a jam-packed one. I'm excited, my boy.
Yes.
I couldn't sleep. Hold on 1 second. Let me bring in Chris into the stage. He's one of the special guest hosts, Christopher Lewis, author of the 2%. How you doing, my boy? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Quinn, thanks for having me on the show, man. And listen, I'm really impressed with your show. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like your little toys in the back, man. I'm really digging what you got. You're real professional, and I like everything. Looks good, man. And Sir, my man, good to see you too, brother.
Likewise,
you were saying something.
Brother.
You say you think we've met before?
Yeah, I think we have because we got similar circles of acquaintances and friends and colleagues. So I'm sure we definitely, came across each other back in the day.
All right, we got one more. I'm bringing to the table. I don't know if she can hear us or not, but we're gonna see if she can hear us. She's pointing like she can't right now. Let's bring it to the stage. If not, we're gonna have to bring her back in. Drea, can you hear us? She's waving, but
I don't know if you guys can hear me. I can't hear you.
We can hear. Okay. We can hear you. Do me a favor, Drea, if you can hear us.
So listen, we're going to improv real quick. Hey, everyone.
Oh, she gone.
Oh, shit.
She gone. It's okay. We're going to fix this. I need Drea to log out. And then, Drea, you log out and come back in.
You still can't hear me?
No, we can hear you.
No, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
We're good then. We're good.
Oh.
What? Let me reintroduce myself.
Let's start the show.
Hold on. This is what I'm talking about. I'm kicking everybody out. Hold on. I'm restarting this shit. Hold on. Pause. Stay right there, Drea. It's probably the wine. Hold on. It's probably the wine she's drinking. Chris, I'll be right back. Cirque Money will be right back.
Oh.
I bet. Because you know what? People messing up already. Welcome to the Isnuck in Here podcast, everybody. We have a jam-packed show today. As soon as we get our technical difficulties out the way, let me bring to the stage my boy Cirque Money. Since Drea messing up my intro, but we gonna do this again. Cirque Money, where you at?
Yeah, I'm back here. Left stroke, death stroke. You know what I'm saying? Happy to be back in the building on camera. Feeling great about tonight. We got some great people joining us. I'm feeling the energy already. I've been amped up just like you, man.
Let's go. Let's bring Christopher Lewis to the stage. Chris, how you feeling, my boy?
I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be on the show with you guys. Is this the part where I promote my book, or are we doing that later? Just let me know.
Give me a second, my boy. Ooh, you so overzealous. All right, let's bring the one that messed up my intro to the stage. That's why when you messing with the headliners, the divas of it, Mariah or Drea, pick what do you want to call her? Or Nike. Can you hear us?
Hey, everyone. Sorry about that. My name is Drea. You may know me as Nike. We're here to get this party started. So, what's up? Did you sneak in here? Okay. I definitely snuck up in here. Am I supposed to?
Can I say one thing about Nike real quick?
Go ahead, sir.
Nike was the definition and the template of the it girl back in the day. You know, like we ain't had social media when we were teenagers, but if you said the name Nike, everybody knew who you was talking about. She been the legend the whole time. So we are definitely honored to have you with us tonight.
You know she's married. You can stop.
I know that's my people.
Okay, I'm just letting you know. There's a whole ring.
That's my
There's a
people.
whole big ass ring.
Hey, sir, just give him the GFY real quick.
I mean, he played the whole cards. Yeah, you know what you look like? My woman. That's what he said. No, I'm just
All right, Nike still having some difficulties.
We about to get to it, but before we get started, you both have some things that y'all want to talk about. So I'm gonna let Chris go first. Hey, I mess around with this guy. We be going back and forth with each other, but I got a lot of respect for him. Tell him about the book that you got coming out right now.
So I wrote a book. It's based off of my memoirs. I'm a school teacher, so it's called 2%. So the reason the book is called 2% is because that is the percentage of African American males that actually teach K through 12. So my book is basically memoirs of my story of, it's like basically what happened was I was challenged to do New Year's resolution. My New Year's resolution was to write a book. So I know I always had some crazy stories from being a Chicago public school teacher. So I just started putting them in a book. So that is how 2% started. So it wasn't originally the name of the book. At first, the name of our book is going to be FTK. Can you guess what FTK stands for?
FTK.
Yeah.
Fucking kids. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, but I decided. But I decided, no, it's funny, which the book is really funny, but the story is, I really wanted to, even though the story is kind of crazy, I wanted to give them a more human voice, because we can hear all the negative things that our kids do in the classroom, but we don't know the whys why they do that. Why is this kid wilding out on the teacher? So even though I'm telling the crazy stories of this going on in my classroom, I'm giving the human element. I'm explaining the background of what's going on in this kid's life to make him do the things he does or the behavior that he's having. So that is part of what 2% is. And then I'm also want to start something to see. I got it as 2% the movement, because we need more Black male educators in the classroom in front of these kids.
Absolutely.
But there's a lot of reasons why we don't gravitate towards education, So that's what 2% the movement is. So I got a Facebook page where we talk about some of the things that might affect why we're not in front of the classroom. So like I asked you, Quinn, and I asked you, Sir, how many Black male teachers did you have K through 12?
That was a good question when you said it. I'll let you go first, sir, because you haven't really
maybe 2, if that. Literally, maybe.
Were they gym teachers, or were they actually in the classroom?
In the classroom.
Okay, that's more than most people. I had 0.
Yeah.
What about you?
I didn't have any that I can think of. Like, right. I was thinking like an actual teacher. I didn't have any teachers. I had like not the guidance counselors. Yeah, I had like things like that, but I didn't actually have a teacher. No. Nike, did you have any Black teachers?
I didn't have any Black teachers. The only teacher that no, my counselor was the only person that was Black.
Exactly. Yeah, same thing. So nobody had it. So I mean, that's a good. So you saying only 2% of teachers are Black?
Yeah, in America, 2%, or no, not Black male teachers.
Black male teachers.
That's what I represent. I'm a Black male teacher.
I've had none then.
That's what I was talking about. So it's 2% of us. So that is exactly what the 2% the movement is that we need. And I'm just thinking about it. How much of an effect that I do have in front of the classroom. And that's what my book is just how certain kids gravitate towards me because I look like them, where a majority of the teachers don't look like me or act like me. So, if you think about it, it would have made a difference in Cirque's like maybe Prince's life too, just to have somebody that they can relate to that was actually teaching them a lesson, especially like me. I'm a math teacher right now. So that's basically what the book is about.
Hey man, that's good stuff, man. You doing some good shit. Like I said, as much as I don't like you, I love you. So like that's some good shit that goes on because there's not enough unfortunately of yous walking around. So keep that shit up. And welcome to the pod and sneaking in here. Drea, aka Nike. You got something dropping too, right?
It actually already dropped. So thank you for having me on. I snuck in here because I technically did sneak in here. So they don't know. But nonetheless, thanks for having me. My name is Drea. You might know me as Nike, depending on when we met. What I just dropped is actually a guided journal, believe it or not. It's called Empty Nest Full Life. Now, this is another little secret. This guided journal is really my journal notes from me raising my kids. So I became a mom at 17. My daughter is now 27. You do the math. So there was a point in time where she said, Mom, I'm ready to leave. She wanted to move out and get her own place. So I told her, hey, the house you leaving is not the house you're coming back to. So make sure you make this decision very wisely. And she's like, Mommy, please, I'm ready to get the hell up out of here. We good. So great. Let's say about 3 years later, my daughter says, hey, adulting is ghetto. I need to come back home. No worries. Okay. Come back home. But remember, the house that you left is not the house you're coming back to. But there is another part that is that she left the mom, but she should have been coming back to the coach. And I didn't change the dichotomy on how I was thinking. So when she came home, I was still parenting like she was a teenager. And that's not what she needed. So all in all, this is what this guided journal was about. It's really me talking to you and firsthand for all the mamas that are out there on how, one, you rediscover yourself as a woman because you're no longer that mother, but also how you move from authoritarian to advisor, from parenting to coach, because that's what they need. You can't tell them what to do no more, but you can guide them.
Hey, man, that's also amazing. One problem I have with what you just said, Drea, what about me? Like, what about the males in here? We need help too. Like, why? Like, that's not leaving us out, man. We need help too. And I'm okay to say it. You know, I'm not a perfect person. I'm not a perfect being. But like let's. This is all.
No, Chris needs help.
I know. This is why I don't want you on the show.
That's fair. Listen, I have to do one person at a time. So 2025 is about the mamas because I got to represent the mamas. 2026, stay tuned for value 2 because this is where you get to get that development as well. Because as a man, and I can't talk for you, but I can definitely represent because I'm married to a Black man. I know the struggles that he go through, not only trying to parent out that's not his, but also being out in the world trying to do just him. And how do he balance that with a woman like me? Oh, he and I are collaborating for 2026, so we could talk about how all that looks. Oh, that's so stay tuned 2026.
I love it. I love to see it. We're gonna dive into it. The links to both of their books will be in the comments. So if you guys are interested in any of those, please pick it up.
Support.
Right. We don't support enough the things that we be doing. But we're gonna get into it. Like I said, we got a jam-packed show. And we're gonna dive deep. I ain't gonna lie. This the last topic today. I don't know why this has been on my mind, but it just popped up to me, and I just want to dive into it. But before that, let's talk about some things that happened this week. So let's start the show.
Let's go.
All right. This week, Kelsey Grammer became a new father at 70 years old. 70 years old. Kelsey Grammer has 8 kids. I'm going to read off the ages. He has an 8-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old, and then the current one that he just had. This is with his current wife. She is 46. He has a 20-year-old, a 23-year-old with another woman, Camille Grammer. He has a 33-year-old with Barry Buckner. He has a 41-year-old with Doreen Alderman. At what age is it too late to have children? And at what point is it? The question is, at what point is it selfish? What point are you being selfish?
Who taking this? Who taking this first?
Go ahead, Chris.
All right. As somebody who just turned 50 in November, I have a 4 and 5-year-old. So I am in this category somewhat. I'm not 70, but I'm in this category. And I absolutely adore and love my 4 and 5-year-old. They are amazing kids, and it gave me a new, energy for this life. But I don't recommend it. I wouldn't do it. It's tough. You know what I mean? Especially now, again, you talking about Kelsey Grammer. Kelsey Grammer, he ain't raising the motherfucking kids. Let's be honest. He got nannies. You know, if I'm 70 and I got Kelsey Grammer money, you know what? I'm Nick Cannon. I'm having them out. I'm just pumping them out. But as a regular person, it's tough, man. It's tough, especially when you talk about you know, that early newborn thing, them waking up at all hours of the day, and you got to get up there and do all that. It's no joke. And I had them back to back during COVID, so it was tough. And right,
you were club, huh?
You were bored.
You were shooting up the club, huh?
Hey, you know, but no, it was tough. You know, it was a lot of work, and you know, I will say this. You know, my older kids are a lot older. I have a 19-year-old and hope I get it right, 27-year-old. So no, 28-year-old. So you know, yeah. So I will say this: even though I don't have as much energy, I have more knowledge and I have more patience. I'm a much better father to these babies than you know. I'm still was a good father with them, but I'm much more knowledgeable and I have looked for signs more.
Well,
contextual question here: how old is the mom that had the kid?
You talking about Kelsey Grammer or you talking about Chris?
No, Kelsey Grammer.
Oh, Kelsey. I mean, either way, Chris an old nigga, Kelsey Grammer's an old nigga. It doesn't matter.
I mean, because you can put Robert De Niro on that list as well.
I'm glad you brought that up. Well, to answer your first question, Kelsey Grammer's wife is 46. Robert De Niro has a 2-year-old. He is 82. And Al Pacino has a 2-year-old. He is 85. Yeah. So those kids are not going to know their parent, their dad at least. Like they're not going to know your dad. This is plain and simple. But go ahead, Drew. Hold on. Let us get that in.
Well, what I was coming from is these older men are also sleeping with younger women. So just because they're too old, and that's subjective, to have kids, the women that they're with, they're still trying to have children because they had a choice. We're not going to talk about that here. It's not the topic right now. But the women had a choice. So, yeah, they won't know their dad, but they probably be set up really nice. On the flip side to that, that was a choice that both of them made. So it is what it is at this point.
But I feel like that's Sir Cat one. You got it, sir. Go ahead.
I believe sometimes when men want to make decisions like this, it's a selfish decision because sometimes we want to live through our children. So getting to a certain age, and I'm saying like Chris, I don't consider you having children in your late 40s, 50s. I don't consider that old. But like anything past 65, I feel like that's them trying to preserve their self, to try to stay relevant, to try to cheat death in a sense, because they feel like, oh, well, I still have an entity, something new, something fresh that's giving me some type of life, some type of purpose. It's also other factors that go along with this. You have some people in their early 60s, mid 60s that are more healthy than a 30-year-old man. So, you know, we got to look at a lot of contributing factors of why they're doing it, and are they going to be around for at least those very critical years of a child retaining memory of, I know this is my father. Because if you're doing it at a certain age like that, and then you checking out the game before they're like 5 years old, there's not going to be any like real sentimental, emotional connection between the child remembering their father.
Sir, can I interject with that real quick?
Yeah.
Because as we talk about these men being older, tomorrow's not promised to nobody.
Very
right?
true.
So how do we talk about incorporating that dichotomy with, yes, an age you're older, you're not going to be around to see your children, but you can get into a car accident, you can get shot, have a illness and not be there for your children. So does age really indicate that you're too old to have kids because you won't be around, or just continue to live life to the fullest? Because the fact is, Y'all men can shoot up the club forever and still have children when you 100.
Live life to the fullest. I'm a product of an older man in his 60s, and he sniped my mama a young joint, didn't know no better, lost, and he was in his early or mid 60s, and she was in her late 20s. So I really never had that strong bond or connection because he wasn't around long. Like, he passed when I was like 4 or 5 years old. So there's like little snapshots and glints of I think memories. I can't be 100% sure, but I can't say that I had a strong connection to someone that I really never knew.
That's fair.
Yeah, I was curious. So you really never met him, in all honesty?
It's a sad irony. My father is connected to another topic that we're gonna have with the show tonight, but no, I really never did get a chance to know him.
That's why you consider it selfish. Is that what you were thinking? Is that a little personal?
I look at it as a cluster of two individuals that were in it for their own selfish reasons or naive reasons. My mother, no guidance, no accountability, no direction, and it is what it is. I think she looked at my father as a lick. Like, I respect the game, so I'm never gonna shy away from it. So I feel that she looked at him like a lick. He had already lived his life. He had grown kids, so he was just a little young tenderoni.
Fair.
That's what it is. He got something fresh, and he got a couple dollars. So
But you think that that molded you different? Do you think that affected you overall?
Yes, because I've had different men mold me into the man that I am now, but sadly he wasn't one of the men that had a hand in that.
And I think that's my point in being in it. Like I know Drea said, tomorrow's not promised, and you're right. But I'm not really talking about the parent. I'm talking about the kid. When the kid lose that parent. Like, I've known people that's lost parents young, didn't even know the parent, but that shadow has loomed, and it still looms over them. The what if of that person. What if I had my father here? What if I had my mother here? How would my life went differently if I had this person? You almost make that person a superhero. That person could have been horrible, but you never knew if that person was great or horrible. It's whatever you want to make in your head. So I just think growing up, especially these Hollywood celebrities, because life, I'm on my Hollywood weird thing right now. I feel like everybody's a weirdo in Hollywood. Like, life isn't real to them. They all have these like effed up kids. We don't have Rob Reiner this week, but we definitely talking about Rob Reiner on the next episode because all the information hasn't launched yet. But like things aren't promised, and I think it just messes with the kids more so than, okay, I'm cool. Not you, Chris. You still got years ahead of you, but like a 70-year-old, I think is crazy. I'm not talking bad about you, Chris. I'm actually giving you props. You ain't gonna freak me out. I'm actually giving you props.
I don't know what's up with y'all, for real.
This is our relationship. You're right. Let me get Kelsey off the screen though.
Yeah, please.
But no, I just think like it's more about the protection of the child, and I don't think anybody thinks of that when they have it. Like me personally, I got grandbabies. I know it's hard to believe. I do. I got grandbabies though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Only thing I'm going to do is pick up that grandbaby and put it back down. I'm not responsible for no more chitlins. You know what I'm saying? I'm done with that. But that's why I made
grandparent of the year there, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn right. You got that right. They call me GQ. I'm not grandparent. I'm not grandpa. I'm not papa. I'm GQ. All right.
You at least take them for the weekend, give them a break. Do you at least take them for the weekend?
I ain't got time. I'm out. The
New age
GQ's outside on the
grandparents.
weekend. GQ's outside on the weekend. Okay?
He for the streets.
I'm for the streets.
Horrible grandparent. I'm telling you, horrible. Just take them one weekend. Give the parents a break. Just take them one weekend. Just be GQ for the weekend one time.
Chris, I think you're channeling something over there.
Hey, let's move on. Let's move on because we could talk, but damn, we had 25 minutes on the first topic. Shit. This one gonna be quick. I don't want to do 15 minutes on this one. Hey, so the next one is a DoorDasher was arrested in Kentucky for pepper spraying the food after she dropped it off. Now she tried to say that she was pepper spraying a spider, but it's December, so I don't know what spider she saw on there. But before I break it off, I'm gonna let y'all know this is why I don't do DoorDash anymore. Well, there's a couple reasons. One, because the prices is stupid. I paid $20. I paid $20 for a $5 box from Taco Bell one time, and I knew that was crazy.
Yeah,
you know, it wasn't. And the Taco Bell was literally across the street. I just didn't feel like crossing the street. So other than that, it's a convenience. But then here's my problem: who's touching my food?
That's
the problem. I've seen hoarders that have junk piled up in their car, but you know what they do on the side is DoorDash, and like they're touching my food, and I'm not with that. If I'm too lazy to go get my own food, I'm not going to do that, and it's saving me $1 gazillion. But I'm gonna pass it to Cirque. What you think about this one?
Okay, so this little trifling thing right there, Courtney Stevenson, she was going to visit her father in Kentucky. So she decided that she was going to do a little DoorDash, and she dropped the food off to the married couple, and the husband, Mark, he started choking first. So he instantly knew, okay, it's something wrong, something wrong with this whole thing. They end up catching up with old girl, with Courtney, and she got charged with a felony. She don't realize if them people had some type of like a bad allergic reaction, they could out the game.
Yeah.
And you're looking at involuntary manslaughter. You a potential murder charge. I don't know if it's because she saw they didn't give her a certain tip, or she just dealing with some type of like crazy mental issues. I already got my issue with DoorDashers as it is, because I had a relative do some funky stuff with DoorDash early this year. So I ain't jiving with them. But
where's the chicken?
Where's the chicken? I don't think she should get no bond. I think that she need to stay in there for a good 6 months, if not longer. DoorDash said that they canceled her account. But this last thing I want to say on this. I know you're an independent contractor when you work for these type of companies, but the only way that we're going to stop getting crazy stories like this, or a decrease of stories like this, these companies are going to have to start taking some liability and accountability for the people that they're contracting. Because all the thing they say is, oh, we don't stand for that, we cancel their contract. No. It needs to be some type of civil liability when these people do these type of things.
Oh, that was a hard stop. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
That was a very hard stop. I was like, okay. What you got, Drea?
Where is the big dummy bell, the cowbell something, big dummy? Listen, there are several things that are in today's society, and one of those several things are ring bells. You're being recorded almost everywhere you go. So at what point, Nimnut, did you say, oh, hold on, let me see if they have a doorbell that has a camera on it, or cameras around the house, Nimnut? What's going on in your head? And this is when I have to talk about people's mental health because all your marbles could not have been in your brain to say that I'm going to pepper spray this. And it makes sense. And for a spider, gee, come on now. Come on. Big Dummy Award goes to her.
Yeah. I had
And
to find
that's
it, but
it.
it was there.
Right on time.
Right, you literally like it's not like the Ring doorbells are like small or no shit. It's a big ass block. Like you know you're being recorded. Like it's the craziest thing, but you don't know what's going on in some people's heads. Chris, you got anything on this before we move on?
Nope. I'm just wondering why this shit is in my box. Like you couldn't put the comments in nobody else's box, Quinn. I'm just saying it seems a little personal. No, why is shit in my box, man? It's got this.
I don't like seeing your face, but
Yeah.
you are right. You are right. Let me. You're right.
Hey.
Look. You see what I did? You see what I did there?
Hey, man,
I'll take.
You are the greatest, man. You are awesome.
I'll take it.
I swear, you were talking about the DoorDash. My ADHD kicked in. I'm like, this is a dumb bitch, and I'm just ready to move on.
Look. You want the people to see you, and now they can see you. They don't need to see me. They know what I look like, so it's okay. If Drea dropped from this screen one more time, I'm gonna send her an internet box tomorrow. Like that's what I'm sending her. All right, we moving on. We moving on to the next.
I'm ready for the next topic.
Oh yeah, we gonna grind him to dust.
Okay,
we gonna grind him to dust.
Before I
you got it up on me again.
Drea, tomorrow we going internet shopping for you, okay?
So be it.
You drop one more time, we got a problem. we going internet shopping.
Right.
You make too much money to have bad internet. Come on now.
We don't know what the feds don't tell the IRS. What the hell?
I mean, you right. That was dry snitching.
Financially challenged around these bits.
Yes, and she got gammas. Everybody, she got the gammas. Okay. All right, hold on. All right, this next one is idiot of the year award goes to this man here. Fumble the bag award goes to.
Did me?
I don't even know. How you say his name? Is it Sharon Moore?
Call him Coach Moore. Call him Coach Moore.
Coach Moore.
He's not the coach anymore.
Hold on.
Let me introduce it first, Chris. Calm down. I know. Let me introduce it, my boy. Let me introduce it. God, hey, you excited? Coach Moore was fired from the University of Michigan. What was that, on the 10th of December? After he was fired, he went to his side piece's house, who got him fired, threatened to kill himself. He broke in and he fumbled a $30 million bag. There's a lot more to this story that we're going to dive in, but Chris is eager to get to it, so we are going to talk about it. But yeah, crazy work, my boy. Go ahead, Chris. You got it.
So this is my thing about Coach Moore. I think the only reason this is actually in the headlines and we're actually reading about this, and the only reason he got fired is because he lost to Ohio State. I'm gonna be honest with you. Listen to me, man. Like, the man was 9-3. All right. Now, you telling me he was Jim Harbaugh's boy. You telling me he ain't the only coach doing what that is paying administrative assistants $95,000. She reported to him after he lost Ohio State. I'm telling you, this was all in the working. They was gonna fire this guy regardless because he lost to Ohio State. He beat Ohio State. They buried his story. We don't want to hear nothing about it because he beat Ohio State. They're probably playing for the playoffs for the college football. That's my opinion.
But Chris.
Yeah.
This is similar to what Ime Udoka, the coach for the Boston Celtics. Well,
he didn't win the championship either.
And they lined them up. But see,
hold on.
You gotta win. If you win, they pack these stories away. I'm telling you, he beat Ohio State. We're not talking about this right now. He's gearing up for that next number one class. I'm telling you, if he beat Ohio State, we're not talking about it.
These dudes are dumb. They're very naive. They think that they are within the system or part of the infrastructure when they are an invited guest. They don't run nothing. And this is Michigan. Michigan never wanted to hire him as the head coach.
Exactly.
Harbaugh, his His last parting request was, hey, I'll stay another 2 years if you allow Moore to take the head coach position. But Michigan's, they never wanted him. So this is a way they had old girl already on
you
deck.
don't think Harbaugh didn't have a $90,000 administrative assistant? You don't think Sharon Moore, Coach Moore, didn't pick it up from somewhere?
Now this fool ain't finna get the rest of that money. He didn't destroyed his marriage. He's going to get charged with the stalking felony.
Yeah.
For what? All for some poutine?
All because he didn't beat Ohio State. If he beat Ohio State, this isn't a story. I'm telling you. It's
what
about
is
winning.
wrong
this
with
is college football? This is college football.
Hold on.
If you win, it doesn't become a story. They bury it and they give you another couple $100 million. I'm telling you what it is. If he wins the national championship this year, we're not hearing the story.
Chris, this dude broke into the mistress' house. He broke into the mistress' house. First of all, let me put it on the screen. There's the wife and there's the mistress.
Wow.
He broke into the mistress' house and threatened to kill himself. I hear you if it wasn't that part tied into it. Now, here's the part where he's the big foo-foo. She went to the mistress. They broke it off, and then she went and told and got him fired. So now he got to go home and tell his wife, hey, I got fired because my mistress told on me. I just fumbled $30 million, just like that. That's the problem. It ain't. I hear you about the Ohio State stuff.
Right. They was gonna fire him anyway. They just needed a reason. They was gonna fire him after he lost to Ohio State anyway. This just gave him ammunition. So
I'm
just saying.
Before y'all jump in, let me do one more because this is. I want to let y'all know who we dealing with. This is the OnlyFans model. He had an OnlyFans model in Houston. Hold on. Her name is Mia Soretti. This man, look, let me tell you what this man did. Let me tell you how he also dropped this is definitely not what he normally goes for, clearly, but this man offered her an OnlyFans model. He offered her season tickets if he can have a foursome, not a threesome. He got real overzealous with this. A foursome with her and two of her girlfriends with him. Here's the problem. Here's the problem with that. This is how I know I'm dealing with an idiot. She's an OnlyFans model. She can get any ticket she wants to any game she wants at any time. If she wants to be on the floor, she's going to be on the floor of any game that she wants. Offering this woman season tickets to a college game ain't shit. If you're going to do that, you might as well just open up the bag. Like, you got to say, hey, here's $500,000.
This is another example.
Like, you got to just throw the cash.
This is another example of showing just because a man may be in a power position doesn't make him cool. You could tell he lame all up and down, straight, front and back, all around the board, because the type of money that he was making. Do you understand the pay to play he could have been doing with all types of joints? It would have been trick off city. It would have been a separate account just to trick off. I'm not gonna be messing around with something that work. I'm tricking off during the off season. It's going down, but I'm talking about tricking off season. I'm gonna have a full schedule, and I'm gonna have a separate bank account just for that. He's a fool.
That's what you're gonna do.
He's a fool. I hope his wife leaves him for messing up the money and embarrassing her and himself like that. And he's getting everything that he deserves. I don't have no sympathy on lames and chumps like this. They don't understand the game. You getting that type of bread, you supposed to keep that piece that you had. What was she at in Houston?
No, that was the OnlyFans.
The OnlyFans was in Houston.
You should have had her in the tuck. You should have had her on the payroll so you can go ahead and get down like you want to and have a Wendy's 4 for 4 with her and her friends, and everything would have been all good. But
look, let me tell you something, because he better than me, because I wouldn't dip my toe in a hole in Houston. This ain't gonna happen. There's too much running around in Houston. There's too, like, I feel like my whole pinky will fall off if I go to Houston. Like, I'm not doing it. Like, he wild for Houston in the first place. But $30 million for having a mistress, like you said, you're gonna have to take that somewhere else. I mean, I know, Chris, you said everybody's doing it, everybody has executive assistants, but you got to be smart about it. And the fact that you black, my boy, you already got the target on you. I'm sorry, you already got the target on you. They don't want you to win. Like, they do not want you to win. And University of Michigan is a big ass university, and you just fumbled it. Horrible.
Now, Drea, from an intelligent woman like yourself's point of view,
I'm boiling.
He keeps shooting them shots.
If this more of a, is he more of an idiot for messing with someone that he works with, or is he an idiot for just overall just cheating on his wife in that close capacity, that proximity, I should say?
For all the women that's tuning in, and I'm a wife as well, just want to make sure I put that out there. Yes, he's a fucking idiot for cheating on his wife. I'll say that. But the street part of me, let me keep it funky. Can we say the N-word on here? I just want to make sure.
You say what the fuck you want.
Nigga, what the fuck are we thinking without having these bitches sign an NDA? We talking about $30 million on the damn line. And that as your wife, one, nigga, don't shit where you sleep. What are you thinking? Don't shit where you sleep. Have these bitches sign an NDA and don't make this shit make it back to me. Now, ladies, I'm not condoning what he's doing at all. Because if Michael Scott did this, I may not be on this podcast at all. I mean, y'all might have to get my bill. But seriously, the whole
Wait, can I pause you real quick? Go ahead. Is your husband really named like the nigga from The Office?
The Office, yeah. His name
God, that's hilarious to me. Okay. I'm never gonna forget this. I'm like, wait a minute, he's selling paper. Okay, all right, my bad. Go ahead.
He's selling something else, but no. If you're part of the feds or the IRS, it's totally legal. But nonetheless, what I'm trying to say here is the old notion of he that has the cash make the rules. These men that got the cash don't know the fucking rules, and that's why they keep fucking up. You got a wife at home and shit's not working, work that shit out, or take stage left. Because let me tell you, partner, she gonna take over half of what the fuck you think you got. That crib is going to be hers. That car is going to be hers. The money you got in the bank is going to be hers. So is it really fucking worth it for you to get your dick wet? And if it is, get a fucking NDA. Get an NDA. Yeah. But again, I'm a wife. So if my mans did this shit, yeah, it's over.
Everything she said, or just beat Ohio State.
If you bring up Ohio State one more time, like
hey, that's the rival. You beat Ohio State, everything's forgiven. I'm just saying. If we beat the Bears this weekend, everything's forgiven. You know what I'm saying?
If he gets up there and beats Ohio State, he gets his job back. He's like, just give me one more chance. Let me beat Ohio State.
On the flip side to that, he's about to lose everything because if his wife is not forgiving, which for me, if I'm publicly being embarrassed, no, you're about to pay like you fucking wait. And the little shit that you got left over, yeah, count that shit out. It's mine, nigga. What's next?
And he's not getting that guaranteed money because he violated the clause.
We about to switch topics on it because we running. You know, I gotta referee this shit because we will be running. But you're right. You're right about it. The problem is that this man will never get another job anywhere because of what like he's never going to get a job anywhere in his current profession. That's over with.
Well, hold on, because the coach for the Celtics got another job as well. So we really
no. The problem is not because of the cheating; it's because of the breaking and entering, and then trying to kill himself, and then attempting allegedly, threatening her. That's the part that ended the career. The cheating happens every day. It was the breaking into her house, and then the other stuff that ended his career. So he's gonna have to find something else to do.
But did he really say did he really attempt to take his life or say he was going to kill himself? Because I had a few niggas tell me they was going to. I had a few niggas tell me they was going to kill themselves if I didn't stay with them. Needless to say,
but were they the coach of the University of Michigan? Were they?
Not at all. They was coach for street finance.
Yeah, they was getting money though.
Next topic.
Right, let's move on. We gotta move on. Good topic. Shit, I'm loving it. Damn, shit. Goddamn. Okay, we out here. This is my favorite topic of the day. Y'all know what it is. We moving on to Circuit's Corner. So I'm about to drop everybody from the room. We gonna let him talk his shit. You know, he has to think about his whole life when it's Circuit Corner time. So, hey, we gonna see Chris take a break. Drea, you a little wild. Take a break. Hold on. Hey, my boy, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, man. You always ready. You stay ready. You never gotta get ready. Let me get out your way. All right. Take it from the top.
If you've been paying attention to the news recently, we all know that there's a major bidding war where Netflix is trying to acquire Warner Brothers. Now, originally, Warner Brothers and Paramount were in discussions with each other. Paramount was going to buy Warner Brothers. Okay. The devil CEO of Warner Brothers, David Zaslav, the guy in the middle with the horns, he deliberately sent the CEO of David Ellison of Paramount, leading him to believe that he was going to sell Warner Brothers to Paramount. That was never his intention. His intention was to get stockholders to put more money into Warner Brothers to raise the evaluation, because he always knew that Netflix was on the side. Now, this is the main issue that I have with this. If Netflix acquires Warner Brothers, it is going to be the end of the movie industry. Okay. Once again, it will be the end of the movie industry. Pay attention, people, and listen very clearly. There's still going to be big blockbuster films, right? Still going to be $100 million, $200 film that's being made. But if it's a film coming under the Warner Brother Netflix umbrella, what Netflix is going to do is they're going to say, hey, you don't got to go to the movie theater. You can pay to watch this movie at home during its theatrical release. So it's going to be like $20, $25. But here's the catch. You don't own the film. You'll be able to watch it early or watch it during its theatrical release, but you will not own that digital download version of that film. And what they'll eventually do is take that film that was in the theatrical release that you purchased to watch at home, and they will move it to its general category of content to stream. And what that's going to do is it is going to cripple the entire film industry. There's going to be so many studios shut down. We've already had a collapse of movie theaters closing over the years. If this goes down, that's it. There won't be no more movie magic of the smell of buttered popcorn, of running into people that you haven't seen in a while, that anticipation when you're sitting in the seat and the trailer comes for a new movie that you're excited about. All that joy is going to be stripped and ripped away because of greed. I get it. We live in a capitalist world. We live in a world where it has to make sense financially. It's all about the dollars. But it also has to be a point where we preserve, just like certain forests, or just like a home that's protected under the Museum Act. The movie industry needs to be protected at all costs, because these guys who are part of these investment firms and they're selling here and selling there, they don't care about the major layoffs that are coming. All they care about is lining up their pockets, and it's only going to hurt the true fans, people who love the experience of the guy taking a girl on the first date to the movies. That's going to be done. It really will only be about Netflix and chill. And Netflix is going to be the last king standing in this war. I know we're not talking about politics this episode, but I hope that Donald Trump blocks this purchase and does not allow Warner Brothers nor Paramount to purchase Netflix. Because if it does, Netflix is already, I think, $20-some a month, and you can X that right on out. They about to get stupid with some Xfinity prices, and they about to go up to at least a good $60, $70 a month. That's definitely coming. They trying to let us know that this is a good thing for consumers, for content, but it's not, because you're going to pay for something and you're not going to own it. You're only going to be leasing it. Netflix will still own that digital download. So you basically just wasting your money. That's all I got to say.
You know what? Hold on, because it messed up my whole image of everything. I want to let you know something. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, dog.
Let me take this off. When I listen to Circuit's Corner, there's a certain level of quality that I want from Circuit's Corner.
I know you're upset.
I'm gonna let you know I don't give a shit about what you just said. I don't give a fuck. I hated that Circus Corner. You was all business like, no, I want ratchet shit when I listen to Circus Corner. I want where's the chicken? I want why visitors are in my house. That's what I want. I don't want to hear about no corporate shit when I listen to Circus Corner. You disappointed me, my boy. I almost want to boot you, but you my Superman and I'm Batman. Am I Batman or you Superman? Which one?
You Batman.
Because I have the Batman mug. Anyways, let me bring my people back on, but don't ever do a Circus Corner about no corporate shit again. I'm sick of it.
I had to, man. It was grinding my gears, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I understand. Let's bring Christopher Lewis back to the stage.
Hey man, sir, you did your thing, man. I'm with you on that, man.
Thank you, man.
It's gonna kill the art of fucking movies, because Netflix and all these corporate people that wants this takeover, you're never gonna see artistic movies anymore. Never gonna see another Little Miss Sunshine. You know what I'm saying?
So you wasn't gonna let me bring Dre in before you started talking? So I don't like you, my boy.
Fair.
I see what you got to deal with, Chris.
Hey, Drea, you welcome back. Chris wanted you to start talking, so you know it's okay. You can talk now. Everything's great. Go ahead and talk.
While I understand that, I have to disagree with what you said, being the corporate person that I am. I actually enjoy Cirque's Corner, and actually,
you don't understand what Cirque's Corner is, though. It's grimy. And
he decided to take another angle, and it's okay. He's brought in the audience.
It's into the 36 chamber of Wu-Tang.
Listen, nigga, I need for you to listen and not judge. Quit it. Listen and not judge. I enjoyed it. I understand that if my Netflix goes up, why it's going up, but then I can also make a decision to cancel that shit like I did Hulu. Moving on to the next topic. Thank you very much.
You're right. Well, shit. Well, you know what? I've been told.
The people have voted.
Ain't got to tell me twice.
The people have voted.
The people have voted. Well, let's go to the next topic.
And I got some ratchetness still.
We on the back end of it. So we got 2 more topics left. Stick with us, y'all, because now we about to get into the grimy shit of it. Let me take the banner off of Circus Corner.
It's Bad Boy, baby.
Are you playing Bad Boy?
Well, that's the next topic.
Yes. Because this is when I'm finna get real ignorant. I got some real good stuff for y'all.
I do what I want when I want to.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, let me not get booted. But that is my shit. I don't give a fuck. Fuck y'all. I listen to what I want.
Like R. Kelly.
Exactly. Thank you. Diddy's back in the news. So a documentary was dropped this, I guess, the last week or two, and it was produced by Diddy's arch enemy 50 Cent. So 50 Cent is the epitome of petty. Like I just don't understand. He's the most pettiest person I've ever seen in my life. It's crazy. But the question that we're asking today isn't about the pettiness. It's about who's allowed to tell your story. I was really shocked when this documentary came out on Netflix of all things. And the way they viewed it, just, I mean, it obliterated Diddy. There's nothing you can say. He's the villain of it. Now, a lot of things have came out since this documentary came out that has been proven not true. So my problem is, or my question is it okay for just anybody to tell your story in a documentary? So right now, if somebody wanted to make a movie about Chris, you can, and you can make that movie, and there's nothing Chris can do about it. Documentaries as well. Is that okay?
Yes.
Who wants to start?
Let me just get 30 seconds.
Go ahead.
TFP, time for print. This is what happens when you don't pay people their goddamn money. All that footage that was shot was owned by the cinematographer. Okay. If Puff would have just paid dude for the footage that he was filming, then dude would have never sold that footage to 50.
Talk that shit. Talk that
So
shit.
this goes back into me getting to my corporate mode. If you owe a nigga some money, you better pay them, especially if they got dirt on you, because this brought Puff into a whole new light. Now, I'm okay with all the freaky shit, you know what I'm saying? But
Of course you are.
yeah. Oh yeah, I got another story to go later. But
Relax.
if he just would have paid the cinematographer, he would have reserved the right to tell his own story. So I guess it depends on the situation. If you want somebody to film you, pay them. If you don't, they're going to tell your story.
Absolutely. It's theirs.
Okay, I hear you. But if we're putting things in the documentary, especially again, you just talked about Netflix, my boy. You just talked about it. If we're putting things in a documentary and it's going to be on Netflix, like, I feel like it has to be, it can't be a one-sided viewpoint on it. If you're going to tell my story and you're only going to tell the bad shit, and then also you're going to lie about some of the shit that comes out, and you know how people go, like, once it's out there, it's out there. They're going to believe it no matter what. So if you're going to make, I don't care about a movie, because movies are based on a true story. That doesn't mean it's a true story. But if you're going to say a documentary that's supposed to be factual about me or about anybody, I don't want to hear just the shit that I want to hear. I want to hear the whole story so I can put my thought process on it. Okay, so he did this or he didn't do that. Okay, this is how I feel about it. But if you just have an agenda on making this person the villain, then I don't feel like I was entertained by the documentary, but I didn't feel like it was real. Like the Biggie's Foundation already said that they didn't pay for the funeral. And I know the meme is Diddy dancing after he just made Biggie pay for his own funeral, but that's just funny shit, and that's how the internet goes haywire. But it's not true. So there's a lot of things that have been proven not true on it. So what I'm saying is you gotta get somebody neutral to tell my story. You can't have my arch nemesis. You can't have Lex Luthor tell Superman's story.
But Quinn,
Don't
this ain't no different.
Superman now. Come on.
I'm just saying for idea, you can't have that person tell that story. It's not going to come out.
And Snuck said it. Snuck said it. Pay the motherfucker for the film.
And that's
one person. No, I'm not saying that's not
different.
He owns the footage. He can make whatever he wants out of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's not the argument I'm questioning. Hold on, sir.
Okay.
That's not the question I'm asking. I hear you. Pay the man. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm talking about when you want to hear real knowledge. I will watch a movie that says based on a true story, and then I will go try to find the real information on that. So if it intrigues me, I'll be like, damn, that was a good movie. Let me go see what information I can find on it. H.H. Holmes, the first serial killer in the United States, Chicago, World's Fair, intrigues the shit out of me. I saw a movie about it. I wanted to go research it. So I look at documentaries and stuff about it. So it kind of like sways my point. So if I can't even believe a documentary because it's biased, then I feel a type of way about that. I don't want my documentaries to be biased, is all I'm saying.
Okay. Can I, Dre, do you mind if I step in real quick?
Go ahead.
Okay, I got two things. This is no different from how CNN may tell the news to Fox News saying something about the same political figure, right? Yeah. They're going to give their own biased side from their own perspective of whatever narrative they want to create. And we've all heard the terminology, it's three sides to a story, yours, mine, and the truth, right? So it's always going to be someone remixing your story. It don't matter if they elaborate it and make you look like a saint or a sinner. It's always going to be someone that's going to remix some shit. You guys ever seen one of those um uh un it's one of those like biofilms that come on like Lifetime, unauthorized, like an unauthorized version of a Lifetime
yeah.
look, right?
Yes. This was
So
yes.
in some of those cheesy films, they be hitting accurate, on point facts, but the person who it's about, they just don't want to sign off on it because they don't want that stuff coming out. So the best thing that you can do in a situation is take that charge, take that lick, and be like Eminem. Put out all what Eminem say. He gonna say everything bad about himself, so you can't use
nobody else say
it
it
against you.
yeah
That's what has made me strong all my life. I've had people talk about me being short. I have people talk about me being crippled, all types of shit. I use all of that. And you know what I say? I say, yeah, and I still slammed your girl. So what
God damn, nigga.
whatever you say, it don't matter. Or if a female that I mess with try to say some shit about me, I'll be like, okay, you still let my crippled ass hit. So what you talking about? I own what I own my narrative. You have to stand in front of it. That footage that came out of Diddy assaulting Cassie, that is what made him not want to control his own narrative the way where he could have talked about being a sex addict, talked about being a drug addict.
That was a nail in the coffin.
Yeah. If that would have never came out, he could have made himself the victim, and the villain of his own story. But by him doing that horrendous and disgusting thing of putting his hands on that girl for whatever reason, he lost all rights and all leverage of being able to tell his own story. Because even if he got in front of that camera and he tried to say every good thing he did, all we gonna think about is, nigga, you ran out in the towel, booty butt ass naked to hit a woman. I ain't trying to hear shit you got to say, nigga. Now I'll listen to your song, but I ain't trying to hear what the fuck you talking about.
R. Kelly syndrome again.
So, okay, again, I don't care if it's Diddley. I don't care if it's Diddy, Hitler, Kales, Weinstein, Epstein, Trump. I don't care. I just want to hear a neutral. I want the information, not biased. I know it's hard, especially in this world of digital and internet and stuff like that. That's just that. Maybe that's just me. I just want to hear something so I can make my own judgments about things. I'm not condoning nothing. I see Chris. I don't even know when you had time to type that shit. I'm not condoning anything Diddy has did. I'm really not. I'm really not. If you know me, you know I'm not.
You're massaging his balls. Like, don't be so mean to Diddy. That's exactly what you're doing. 6, 7.
He doesn't know that I have the power to kick him out the room. He'll be back. He's in a 30-second timeout. Chris is in a 30-second timeout because he forgot whose fucking show this was. You know what I'm saying? So when I talk,
this how I know we back, because Q ain't kicking nobody out unless it's a good show.
He not gonna tell me I'm massaging a nigga's balls on my own show and don't think he gonna get kicked out. Now look. Hold on. Yeah, you thought 50 was petty. I'm petty, motherfucker. Hold on. I just want the truth. You know how they said? You know how I said? Tom Cruise said, you can't handle the truth. I just want the truth. That's it.
But Quinn, you have.
He called me by my government. He don't never call me by my government. What's up?
You have 5 children?
No, nigga. Where did the 5th one come from?
Oh, I'm sorry. 4. I'm sorry.
Do you see my face?
Oh damn! I know we.
I was like, "What?"
My bad. I want to say that.
Who have you been talking to?
I get. It's like one of those things where either with your children or with your friends, everyone's going to have a different view of you.
Yeah.
Right. So the story one of your children may say about you may be slightly different than another child because you may have been a more elevated individual with that second or third child compared to the first child. So it's always going to be variations and remixes of someone's story. And if you're and if you are not talking 100% yourself about yourself, if you are allowing any other entity to come in the mix, there's going to be something that may not fully align what you think should be said about you. Only thing you can do is get in front of this camera and just talk all about yourself and just put your own doc out. Don't interview nobody. That's the only way you can control your story, is if you don't want nobody else saying it.
Can I put a woman's perspective on this for
please,
just for the sake of time? The documentary for me was fully entertaining. And when we think about things as being produced and released on whatever network that it is purely for entertainment, and take from it what you will. Now, I can't say let's talk facts, because even with the documentary, we still don't know facts. Yes, we do know that he assaulted Cassie. We understand that, but we don't know the other half to that. We don't know the other half to that. And listen, I am not vouching in any way, form, or format for the diddler by any means. But let's be very clear about this. 50 Cent did exactly what he was supposed to do, being his arch nemesis. Who am I to paint you in a positive fucking picture? I don't like you, and I got the funds to make everybody else not like you. So he had a purpose, he fulfilled it, and he executed. This documentary was not to show you the truth. Come on now, Prince. It was not to show you the truth. It was to show you how he wanted to depict his enemy. So as your enemy, and I got the funds to tell your story, why you can't do shit? And mind you, he did an interview with ABC specifically because that's the only network that aired in the prison. I'm going to continue to troll your ass and let you know that I got one up on you. And I don't know if you...
Is 50 a cancer? Because this is
just like you.
Something I would do. This is something I would do.
Just like you.
Just like you.
Is he really a cancer? Yes. Because I'm getting all cancer vibes from this.
Yes.
Is he a cancer?
And there you go.
Oh, okay. Can I step in? I've been real quiet for a minute.
No, yeah,
Please don't pick me up.
Hey, Chris. Let's hear from Chris. Or we won't hear from Chris. See how that works? You see how easy that works? You see how much power is in my hands?
You are
in my
50
grasp?
centing over here. You are 50 centing.
No, because he's like, can you hear from me? No, nigga, we don't want to hear from you. All right, bring him back. Damn it. He lucky I love him. Come on. What you got? What you want?
Oh, let me type this shit first. Okay. All right. So listen, let's just talk about some of the entertaining thing about it. You know, I think even though you think like Dre was 100% right, the dude who spent the money should tell the story he wants to spend. 50 paid for it, he should drive it a different direction. But I just got to go talk about some of the funniest shit. That producer had me dying, where he said, sometimes I will wake up in the next morning. It was
The
next time I wake up and there's Diddy next to me and I'm sore.
He said
that shit was hilarious.
Here's the problem. He still kept producing though. What are you
that's the whole point.
Because that carrot was being dangled.
Thank you, Drea. Thank you, Drea.
Your asshole is worth $250.
Because
but he wanted that $250. Is that carrot being dangled in front of him?
Void. Your argument is null and void at that point. Let me tell you something. First of all, one time is too many. But if I wake up one time and my ass is sore, I'm out, my boy. It ain't no more like money. There's no more money, and I still ain't got paid yet.
If he would have got paid,
he got paid $29,000. I'm sorry, he didn't get that.
If he would have got paid, Lil Rod would have never came out and said nothing.
Facts.
He would have never said nothing.
$250,000 is what he was promised, and a house next to Diddy's is what he was promised. So listen, the moral of this story, and hopefully Prince or Rock will move on to the next topic. The moral of this story is don't write checks that your ass can't cash. And also the moral is if shit is happening to you that are not aligned with what your morals are or what you stand for, then exit fucking stage left. Exit stage left.
With
And
your
I
booty hole
know
intact.
people may say, with your asshole intact, people may say that's easy for you to say. It is because I'm not in those shoes. But please believe me, being where I'm from, I decided not to continue to be in those situations. Your blessings is going to come how they're going to come. Don't force it.
You produced the album and your booty hole hurt the next day? What happened?
And then also, I got to talk about one more thing. I know Dre wanted to move on. I got to talk about one thing.
I'm still
real
back there, by the way.
Real quick. And I also felt bad because he was one of my favorite artists. My poor Craig Mack, man.
Oh,
Craig
man.
Mack, that first album was phenomenal. And
banger.
I felt bad and he was scared. You could tell he was petrified of the Diddler. You know what I'm saying? And I know you saying Bad Boy was great, but Diddley was a monster from the get. Like, he blew up by killing 8 people with the celebrity gang. You know what I'm saying? That's just he's just
Andre
like the
Harrell have anything to do with that?
No, that was all Diddley. That was all the Diddler.
Andre, don't go down the wormhole. We gotta move on. Don't go down the wormhole.
I know for a fact Andre Harrell was part of all of that.
Certain money. Relax. Yes, we gotta move. We can't go down. We'll do a whole show on Diddy if we have to.
He ain't
right?
signed on NDA, but okay, respectfully.
All right, we can't do it right now. Okay, let's move on. All right, we going to the final topic of the day. The nigga was dancing on the grave. Literally, it's crazy though.
Yeah, that was funny.
All right, before I get cut, all right, bet. Listen, all right, we on the final topic of the night, and this one's serious. This is the serious. It's something that I really have thought about. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting old or some shit, and things have been happening. I'm not as old as Chris, but maybe I'm getting old, and I just like life is life. And my question is, so the topic of tonight is life, death, and assisted suicide. That's the main topic for tonight.
Yeah.
And the reason I titled it that is because I know a lot of people that the question is, why do we let death hold that power over us? And I'll explain to you what I mean. So when somebody dies, we always say, or somebody always says, oh man, well, I never got to say I love you that last time, or I never got to say goodbye, or I never had the closure that I wanted. That person can be sick, they can be tired, they be going through shit, and they'll let it struggle, and that's just how it goes. So a new fad that's going on right now, I'm not even gonna call it a fad, but a new thing that's being accepted more is assisted suicide. So somebody saying, hey, I'm done, I'm good. I'm about to check out and it's okay. Why is that a bad thing? And I'm just asking the question. Why is that a bad thing if somebody gave you the opportunity to say, hey, you remember how you used to say, I never got to say goodbye, I never got to say I love you? I'm giving you that time. Instead of having a crying ass funeral, let's have a party. I'm letting you know I'm about to check out. Let's say our goodbyes. Let's say I love you. Let's do all that. Let me take death, the power of death in my own hands. And I'm not saying like no depressed person or no mentally unstable person. I'm talking about somebody that's like a upstanding person and they just say, hey, I'm done.
Yeah.
Is there a problem with that? And I'll let's do ladies first. What you got, Dre?
If you're ready to go, you're ready to go. The assisted part of it is what I have a problem with. If you're ready to go, then do your due diligence the way, however you feel that you want to do it. But to have somebody else to have it on their conscience to take your life, that's a whole different story. That's a whole different story. And mental health is big. Audience, I want y'all to tune in to this. Mental health is a huge thing. So if any of my friends were to call me and say, hey, I don't want to be here anymore, my first jump is not going to be to, okay, well, I can assist you. And I understand this is also becoming a business worldwide. This is becoming a business. There's a moral thing and an ethic thing that also goes with this. So ask yourself carefully, what are my morals and what are my ethics to take someone's life because they don't want to be here? There's a lot more to this, but I'm going to pass the mic on.
Go ahead, Chris.
I'm going to say this. fuck you very much for kicking me off the show, not once but twice. I anticipate getting kicked off again because you should have ended with Diddy instead of this depressing ass shit. But before we go there, I'm gonna say this. Me and Drea talked about. Drea, break it down. If I do assisted suicide, does my family have access to my what is it called? The money you put away?
Life insurance.
My life insurance? Drea, break that down for me.
So guys, my full-time job, I'm in the finance industry. Anything that's related to suicide, you do not reap the life benefit. Your family will not reap the benefits at all. In addition to that, if it's a drug overdose, your family does not reap the benefits. So please understand that the financial implications that comes with suicide, whether it's assisted or self-suicide, it null and voids any contract that you have, whether it's with the corporation that you work with or a private life insurance. You're not going to get the fund. Your family is not going to get the funds. Be aware of that.
Now,
Sir, money before I dive in a little bit more, what you got?
Okay, so first I want to say you're giving me Dr. Kevorkian vibes.
I'm gonna bring him up too. Go ahead.
Okay, I just want to say that. In 2003, I tried to check out, right? And I had been giving signs to people in my household, and I was just like, I'm burnt out. Like I don't even care anymore. Someone did something super traumatic to me that still messes me up to this day, and I try to deal with it. My mama forcefully did a 51-50 hold on me, and I got sent to this place in Tinley Park, and I'm glad that she did, because I realized, no, you didn't really want to die. You just felt like you couldn't live without this person.
Yeah.
So once I was able to get over that trauma related to that person, I felt and found every reason that I always had of enjoying life. So I believe that, I know you said, Q, if it's like a health matter or something, that's like a whole nother different thing.
Like cancer.
But like cancer, something like that. But if you're going through a mental health related matter, and you are expressing to other people like, yo, this is what's going on, I think always it should be some type of proactiveness to try to intervene and then say like, well, hold on, like, let's try to get down to the root of this. Maybe you really ain't trying to get up out of here. Maybe you just need to get away from whatever is causing you to have these dark thoughts, or to quiet all this noise in your mind, because that's what really makes you want to check out. It's the noise. And when you can't shut it off, that's when you want to shut yourself off.
Man.
So I'm trying to, and I hear exactly what you're saying. And you were going through a period on that, and I just want to speak. I'm speaking hypothetics. I'm speaking hypothetics on this. I'm not going through a period. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about me. I'm just talking about who the person is. I'm not going through the period. I'm okay. I'm okay with, let's say I'm 77. I'm good. I feel like I've lived everything I've done. I'm just tired. I'm good.
You should have that right then.
Hold on. Why do we have to go out struggling? Why do we have to go out being sick or something happening that at the end of the day is going to depress the family? I know, Dre, you're in insurance, but let's say in a perfect world, you were able to get funds. You know what I'm saying? Like your funds wasn't going to be held. So that's off the table. I'm taking that off the table.
Okay.
If I'm ready to go, you know how they came out with Coming to America 2, how stupid that was, but King Joffy Joff had a funeral when he was alive. It was a celebration of King Joffy Joff, even though that was a stupid ass movie. But like, I kind of understand. They was like, "Hey, my boy, let's celebrate you." And then when you pass, it's all gravy. It's like, why do we let death hold that much power over us that we have to have somebody get sick or somebody die, and then we have to get that call out of nowhere and say such and such is passed. Hold on, and such is passed. And my thought process is, this is the only thing I can think of. I think it's because it's not about the person, it's about us. I think we're selfish. If somebody that I love passed and they've been suffering for 5 years and then they pass and I'm depressed, I think it's because I'm selfish. I know they've been suffering, but I don't want them to go. And that's just for me, not for them. Like, I think we need to flip. I'm not saying I think we need to flip it. I'm just asking the question, why do we give it so much power? Go ahead, Dre.
So I'm going to start here. My best friend, Lintoy Riley, married Lintoy Lumpkin, passed away in 2024. She battled with cancer from 2017 to 2024. When she called me and told me about her prognosis, my girl was getting her nails done and getting waxed and said that I got up to 6 months left to live. She's calling me saying I'm getting my nails done and I'm getting waxed. Me, on the other hand, and you're right about this, I'm being selfish. I want to call the hospital. I want to call MD Cancer Center because no, there's answers to this. And she's telling me, chill. I made peace with this. It's my turn to go. It's okay. I cried countless amount of days. And yes, it is selfish. But the human part of you wants to preserve that life. Me and her were friends since I was 14 years old. And if y'all know me, y'all know that Lintoy was like my fucking sister. When Lynn passed, let me tell you, my sis had her nails done, her feet done. She didn't want to have no hair on her, if you know what I mean. She told me the dress that she wanted to wear, who was going to do her makeup, and who she wanted to do her hair. As one of her best friends, I had to not only acknowledge that, but make her wishes come true. Now, when we talk about death, death is a natural occurrence, not forced. It's not forced. So just as birth is natural, let death be natural. Who the fuck are you to say, today, I don't want to live and I want to take my life? That part is selfish. It's not the people that's around you. It's that part that's fucking selfish. And let me be very careful about this because I have a very close friend that deals with PTSD that has those same dark thoughts that you were just talking about. And I'll talk to this person and I coach this person all the time that, hey, you wouldn't be able to laugh if you took your life. This moment that we're experiencing now, you wouldn't know it if you took your life. So there is much more meaning to life than taking it because you don't feel like being here. We're not talking about a sickness. We're not talking about that you're old and God is calling you home or whatever you believe in. We're talking about you making a selfish attempt to take your life because you're tired of dealing with shit. That's selfish. It is a natural fucking occurrence. Let death happen as it's natural, just as birth is natural. I'm emotional with this, and this is very tied to shit that I deal with on a daily. I'm gonna pass the fucking mic.
I feel like you yelled at me. But
I don't want to follow that, but I will. I will say this.
That was
go ahead. Nike, Dre, that was I felt everything you're saying, and you are really powerful and intelligent. That was great. I will say this. I didn't want to end the topic on this, but I did see a great movie, and it was interesting because the mom didn't do assisted suicide, but she had a terminal cancer, and her son was coming to the little party, and he met a woman on the flight, and it was like a rom-com. I kind of like rom-coms sometimes, rom-coms, it just feels good sometimes. and she had a party with all her friends, and she was sick, and her time was coming to an end, and she got her people there so they can all just say goodbye. The husband was real supportive. She was real tired, and the son would see her tired. He didn't want her to have this party, but if again, it's not assisted suicide, it's going to happen. Now, if you're going to throw a party that way, like, hey, I got terminal cancer, it's coming to an end, and I just want to get my people there just so I can say goodbye while I'm healthy enough to do it, then yeah, that's what we should do. You know what I mean? But assisted suicide, when it's your time, and I had a grandma who passed away, and she was, I want to say about 98. She knew it was time. She said, and when I saw her last time, she said, I ain't got too many more of these meetings with you, son, grandson. But it's almost there. They know when it's almost time. And when they get tired enough, they just call it a day. Plus, everybody gets to keep the insurance money. So I'm not, when you said assisted suicide, I didn't want to do any research on that because that's depressing. But, I'm glad that some of you guys did look into it, but that's just not where I wanted to go with it. But that's all I'm going to say. And thank you for having me. You can kick me off now. Thank you very much.
I'm not going to kick you off yet. Because I got one last thing to say. I'm going to let Circuit, if you got anything to say, and then I'm going to talk and I'm going to wrap it up.
Once again, I'm glad that my family did intervene, because I would have never became a father or a husband.
There you go.
And when I was thinking that life was over in 2003, I didn't know that 4 years later I'll be having my first child. And you can't know how these things are going to play out, because God has a plan and a set design, and we are all meant to play a critical role in it, whether it's a major role or a small role. We all are in this thing together, and we shouldn't check out just because we may be going through something in one particular time. Because it connects to cancer. Anybody that lost somebody to cancer, it's not just the person that's going through cancer, it's you going through it also. So that's the same thing with suicide. If someone decides to take themselves out, their pain may have stopped, but the pain that for everybody that's left alive, that pain goes on, and they don't have answers.
I agree. My bad for taking the topic down, but hey, I feel like sometimes we got to slow it down and have serious conversations.
I appreciate this.
This is
about things. My brother killed himself, suicide. And I'm gonna be real, like that was like, you talk about Superman, Lex Luthor. That was like the same nigga wrapped in one. Like that was my hero type dude, right? And when he did it, it was out of nowhere. And I mistakenly ended up being the one that called my mother, because I was just trying to find out what's going on. And I didn't know that she didn't know. So imagine me inadvertently calling my mother, telling her firstborn is dead, like, and not knowing it. So when that happened, I have never been the same person. I'll admit that. I will never be the same person. If you met me pre-Quincy, like, I feel like the heart flowed a little bit more, the feelings flowed a little more. I was more naive, but in a good way, naive type shit. But like now, when I'm gone, it was like, whatever. Like, can't nobody know me. Like, everybody, oh, you're an asshole, or I can't crack into you, or you don't. I was like, nah. I was like, my heart is gone. Like, my heart left and that nigga left. Like, and that's real. He left. It left when he left. But I wish he would have did it a different way. And I feel like maybe that's part of the question, because maybe if you were going through that, if you would have talked to somebody, if you would have talked to me or my mother or one of my brothers, we could have talked you out of it instead of it just happening. Because when you kill yourself out of nowhere, it don't hurt you. You dead. It hurts. It's the ripple effect of everything. It's the ripple effect of everything. Yep. Hold on. And just like recently just happened. Thank you, Gina, for that. DJ Commando just committed suicide. Like nobody saw that coming.
No.
It's like talk to people. It's like I'm not saying that you have to be forced to that it's okay for suicide. I'm not saying that. That's not the question. It's not the question. The question is if you're tired and you're done, talk to somebody, or if you're at a point, who are you to say, nah, I don't have to be here? If my brother would have told me the reasons, and I promise you, if there was no way of changing the outcome, let's just say the outcome is going to be the outcome. He's leaving. But he could have left with me being able to say, hey, I love you, and I'm going to miss you, and my mother's going to miss you, and your kids are going to miss you. If I could pick that choice over just waking up and he's gone, I'm picking that way because at least I'll have some closure with it. And that's my whole point about it. I mean, death is death. It's horrible. It sucks either way. But I just wanted to open it up. That's all. I nobody's wrong with their answers. If you are going through some shit, reach out to the suicide hotline, please.
Absolutely.
Like,
can I comment that real quick?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Check on your strongest friends because it's the strongest ones that know that's actually going through it. The whole strength that we see, sometimes it's a mask. So no matter who it is, just call. Don't ask if they okay. Just ask if they need anything. It's very important. Mental health nowadays, emotional health is so critical. Check on your friends. Check on your loved ones, no matter if you haven't talked to them. It's so critical because the last thing that you want to say is that I didn't have enough time. You did, but you did what you wanted to do with your time, and calling them was not one of them.
That is true. Hey, we okay. We dropping that. Hey, we've reached the end. Let me make a big screen. Let me put that on screen. Rest in peace, big cousin Quincy. Yeah, thank you, Quinn. You're still the second Quinn. I'm still the first Quinn, so it doesn't matter. But thank you. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. You're not getting any brownie points up in here, my boy. Hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the I Snuck in Here podcast. To Live in the Mode, I'm going to play 50 Cent. Just for a second. Just to bring us back to where you need to be. Hey, I want to thank Drea for sneaking in. I want to thank Chris. Go fuck yourself for sneaking in. But before y'all get off, Chris, let the people know where they can find your book, please.
Yeah, so to find my book, just go to listen. I'm gonna need your help with this, Queen, because me and Drea working on something so I can get my own website up. But right now, I do have a Facebook page called 2% The Movement. And what we're trying to do is we just have questions for parents and Black male teachers. And we just talk about, your experiences with Black male teachers and why we're needed in the classroom. What is the effect of only 2% of us are there? And we have a lot of Black males in school. And then there's that hidden racism with our boys. Our boys are treated differently. Our Black boys are treated differently than the white boys. They're put at just by them being in our nature, are being treated as more aggressive than other students. So you got to understand that if they don't have anybody in front of them to look like them, to identify with them, they're not going to take education as serious as them. You understand what I'm saying? So we do have an issue. I don't know if people realize how much of an issue we do, but we do have an issue. So Quinn, hopefully you, Prince, I hope you share my Facebook group, get people in there. I'm not just looking for Black male teachers because only 2% of us, but I'm also looking for parents. I'm also looking for allies. I'm looking for everybody of how can we change that narrative where they're seeing more Black males in front of them.
I'll definitely be sharing it as well.
Yeah, thank you. No, this is this is good shit, man. Like for real. I know we go back and forth, and people that don't know us don't understand that we just fucking with each other. Like, but Chris is a good dude, and this book is important. And you need to follow it. So we're gonna post it. It's been posted in the comments a few times. We'll post it after. But yeah, please go follow and share this page. Before I go to you, Sir, if anybody, let's put a fund out for Drea Nike's internet connection. Let's get her a stronger one.
She needs to go fund me for her internet.
We need to GoFundMe
No,
for it. We didn't lost her 7 times today. Let's get a GoFundMe for Drea's internet if we can.
No, she snuck up out of here.
She snuck up out of here.
Snuck up out of here. She did. She was like, I've had enough. I've made my appearance. They're gonna want me back. Like I can't have her stuck in there. She bounced, man. She did it right.
All right,
I wasn't smart enough. I should have did the same thing.
You should have snuck up out of here. Well, anyways, hey, Drea's book is also in the comments. I don't know. We're gonna get it next time.
We share that.
Yeah, reshare it. Go watch. Make sure you follow the I Snuck in Here podcast page, and you can see the link for everybody's pages. But hey, Cirque Money.
Yes, sir.
Get on. Say your saying so we can get on out of here. So I can get us out of here, my boy.
Yo, it is free to support. So support your people. That is how we make each other stronger. We all need each other in some type of way, even if we don't want to admit it. I am so grateful to be here. I've been going through a couple of little health issues, but my boy Q been checking in up on me daily. And when he said we were filming this week and we had 2 special guests such as Chris and Drea, I said, oh yeah, I'm not missing this. So I am so happy to be here. This was one of the greatest episodes we done had in a while. And hey, happy holidays.
All right, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Again, I don't go religious until I feel it like that. So one of my favorite passages is this. So a man is walking on the beach, and in the sand is his whole life. And while he's walking, all the good things is happening. And I'm paraphrasing. Don't Bible heads don't come at me. I know it, but don't come at me. While he's walking, all the good things happening. He sees two pair of footprints in the sand. All the good times throughout his life. But then when he looks back, when the hard times happen, when the struggles happen, when he's down in his luck, when he feels like the world is against him, he turns around and he looks, and it's just one pair of footprints. And he's like, damn. Oh, sorry. Damn. He's like, in my hardest time, you left me, but you was with me through the good times. And God looked at him. Jesus looked at him and he said, nah, my boy, in those hard times, that's when I carried you. So if you feeling bad about things, you feeling bad about life, God's got you. At the end of the day, you don't have to carry that on your own. Talk to somebody, talk to God, get right with yourself. This is the I Snuck in Here podcast. I love the crap out of this episode. Please sneak in with us again. Until next time, sneak out. And when you sneak out, don't get caught by the cops. We out.